The whispers from the set indicate that the next 2 weeks, starting right around July 20th, let's start with the most highly anticipated return of the summer. Jason Morgan is finally making his way back to town alongside his son Danny. And if you ask me, this is not just your standard homecoming. The leaked intel suggests Jason is returning a completely changed man. He has been through unimaginable trauma during his time away with the WSB, and it seems his entire worldview has shifted. He is putting Danny front and center, prioritizing his role as a father above absolutely everything else. For those of us who have watched Jason for decades, we know that his loyalty to Sonny Corinthos has always been the defining pillar of his life. But these upcoming episodes are going to test that bond like never before. Jason is officially stepping away from the mob life. Can you believe it? The enforcer, the right-hand man, is hanging up his leather jacket to protect his boy. Naturally, this is going to cause some severe tension with Sonny. Sonny is a man who demands absolute loyalty, and seeing his most trusted ally walk away is going to sting deeply. However, I have a sneaking suspicion that Sonny might actually understand, at least on some level. Jason has always been the one to take the bullet to protect the people he loves, and Sonny knows that better than anyone. But there is a lingering question about this father-son trip Jason and Danny just took. The insider rumors are swirling that they might have met up with a familiar face from the past. Could it be Sam? Or perhaps another legacy character tying up loose ends? Whatever happened on that trip, it has solidified Jason's resolve to stay far away from his old, dangerous life. Speaking of Jason's old life, we cannot ignore the glaring elephant in the room, Britt Westbourne. Now that Britt has been cleared of that devastating Huntington's disease misdiagnosis and has her freedom back, she is looking for a fresh start. But will Jason reach out to her? If you ask me, Jason is going to try his hardest to keep his distance. He knows that his world brings nothing but pain and danger, and he might believe that staying away is the best way to protect her. But let's be real, ladies. In the soap world, avoidance only builds the tension. If Jason and Britt do cross paths, and my gut tells me they absolutely will, it is going to be an incredibly complex, emotionally charged encounter. There are so many suppressed feelings, so much unspoken grief and longing between them. It won't be a simple greeting. It will be a collision of past regrets and impossible futures. Now, let us pivot to the storyline that I believe is secretly pulling the strings of the entire show right now. Valentine Cassadine and that mysterious black box. Valentine has Carly Spencer completely wrapped around his finger, feeding her this narrative that the briefcase is all about Ross Cullum and turning it over to the WSB for a massive payday. But guys, come on. This is Valentine Cassadine we are talking about. He is a master manipulator, a former mercenary, and a man who never plays his cards face up. I am absolutely convinced that he is hiding a massive chunk of the truth from Carly. That black box is not just a piece of evidence, it is the master key to a much larger, far more sinister conspiracy, likely involving the highest echelons of the WSB. Carly is unwittingly standing right in the center of a deadly chessboard, and she doesn't even realize she is the pawn. She is listening to Valentine's smooth explanations, letting her heart dictate her actions, but she is completely blind to the danger she is in. Carly has a long history of being lied to by the men she loves, but Valentine's suave European charm is proving to be her ultimate weakness. She is defending him to everyone, completely unaware that he is likely orchestrating a massive cover-up right under her nose. And thank goodness for Sonny Corinthos, because he is not buying Valentine's reformed lover act for a single second. Sonny has unleashed Brick to dig into Valentine's past and uncover whatever dirt he is hiding. Let me tell you, when Brick goes digging, he always finds the bodies. I predict that whatever Brick uncovers is going to blow this entire situation wide open much faster than Valentine anticipates. Valentine is currently playing a very dangerous game. He is desperately trying to hold on to Carly while simultaneously trying to control the explosive secrets inside that black box. This balancing act makes him the most dangerous man in Port Charles right now, because a desperate Cassadine is a lethal Cassadine. While Valentine is playing his games, we have another incredibly tense dynamic unfolding with Jack Brennan and Nina Reeves. The chemistry between these two is absolutely off the charts, but their partnership is built on a foundation of extreme risk. They are desperately hunting for Brennan's missing black box, yes, the very same one Valentine has his hands on, and the tight quarters and high stakes are pushing them into a very steamy, unexpected romance. Surviving Ross Cullum's assassination attempt at Turning Woods has bonded them in a way few could understand. But here is where the leaked script details get really juicy. Word on the street is that Willow Kane is going to walk right into one of their intimate moments. Just imagine the sheer awkwardness. Willow is already on edge, terrified about her own secrets, and catching her mother in a compromising position with the head of the WSB is going to send shockwaves through their fragile relationship. But if you look deeper, Willow walking in isn't just about embarrassment. It could be the catalyst that forces all these hidden agendas into the light. Speaking of Willow, she is currently spiraling out of control, and Elizabeth Baldwin is indirectly making her life a living nightmare. Liz, being the incredible and dedicated nurse she is, has taken it upon herself to push Drew Kane to expand his communication skills now that he is recovering from his paralysis. For Liz, it's about patient advocacy and healing, but for Willow, it is a direct threat to her entire existence. Willow needs Drew to stay silent to protect her dark secrets. I think Liz knows more than she is letting on. Liz is incredibly observant, and by pushing Drew to communicate, she isn't just providing medical care, she is actively trying to force the truth out of the shadows. Willow's going to fight this tooth and nail, viewing Liz as a massive threat to the life she has so carefully constructed. If you thought the hospital was chaotic, just wait until you see what is happening at the PCPD. The insider leaks confirm that Anna Devane is returning to town, and she is not just coming back for a quiet retirement. Anna is stepping right back into the police chief's office, and her arrival is going to cause a massive earthquake within the department. This means Dante Falconeri is being unceremoniously ousted from the top spot. But Anna knows exactly what she is doing. She knows who the real, dedicated cops are, and she is immediately bringing Harrison Chase back onto the force as a detective. This is going to usher in a completely new era for the Port Charles police, and let me tell you, not everyone is going to be thrilled with Anna's sweeping changes. The power dynamics are shifting, and the fallout will be spectacular. But the most emotionally devastating moment of the upcoming episodes won't happen in a police station. It will happen between Sonny Corinthos and his family. The rumors indicate that Lulu Spencer is finally going to break down and tell Sonny the absolute truth. Jason Morgan did not shoot Ross Cullum. It was Rocco. Let that sink in. When Sonny hears this, it is going to completely shatter his perspective on the entire situation. Instead of just dealing with mob threats, Sonny is going to have to face a harsh, undeniable truth about his own nephew and the toxic legacy of violence in their family. The scene where Sonny pulls Rocco aside for a heart-to-heart is going to be an acting masterclass. It won't just be a scolding about playing with guns, it will be a heavy, psychological deep dive into the consequences of keeping dark secrets and the burden of the Corinthos name. Amidst all this heavy drama, we are also seeing some new dynamics taking shape. The newly arrived doctor, Tristan Roberts and Britt Westbourne are already clashing, but if you ask me, this isn't just a simple rivalry. In the soap world, that kind of intense, fiery antagonism is almost always a cover for undeniable attraction. Don't be surprised if their bitter arguments quickly turn into something much more passionate. We are also going to see a rare, heartwarming moment between Portia Robinson and Curtis Ashford as she surprises him with something special regarding their newborn son. It will be a beautiful oasis of peace. But ladies, we know the golden rule of daytime television. The moment a couple seems perfectly happy and stable, a massive storm is brewing just over the horizon. Enjoy the smiles while they last, because the tears are undoubtedly coming. When you put all these puzzle pieces together, the end of July looks like a high-stakes game of chess where every single player is blindfolded. Jason is rewriting his destiny for Danny. Anna is turning the PCPD upside down. Valentine is dancing on the edge of a knife with that black box, and Carly is blissfully unaware of the crosshairs on her back. Nina and Brennan are playing with fire, and newcomers like Serena, Hudson, and the aged-up Scout are throwing massive wrenches into everyone's plans. The most fascinating part of all of this isn't who is right or who is wrong. It's the fact that every single character is hoarding a piece of the truth. And that black box, it is the ticking time bomb that is going to blow all of their secrets sky high. So, my fabulous viewers, I have to ask, when Valentine's lies finally catch up to him, do you think Carly will stand by his side or will she burn him to the ground just like the rest of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.